Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? We are live. Tonight I'm testing out my new lights, my background. I even have my new camera. I can't get it. I have a new camera that came in. It's the one that Steve uses. It was his recommendation. So I'm excited to have new gear. And yeah, so let's see who's here. Excuse me. Dangerous Deb, Carolyn. Hello, Kathy. All right. Kathy Fielstra. Steve Marcotte. Danielle, very nice. Connie's here from her vacation spot, I think. Steffi, yes. I got your text late. Hopefully you are going to feel better. I know you say you're just listening, so we will say a prayer for you for sure. Christina, Dana, Heather, let's see, Rebecca, Christopher Talion. Very nice. Let's see, who am I missing? I know Valerie's here, Trina, Jeffrey Retson, very cool. Pam Messman, Mary Jensen, still on vacation in BVI, British Virgin Islands, very nice. And Randy, my man Randy, Breyer, wonderful. I look exhausted. Everyone always says I look exhausted. I guess that's just my look, Danielle, because I'm always moving late at night, especially when I do my lives and my sessions. I promise I am not exhausted. I am good, Danielle. I promise. This is my energy. Sometimes I'm a little bit more upbeat. Sometimes I'm not. Yeah, is that enough? Is that good? What if I did the live like this the whole time? How creepy. Okay, she says. All right. Stop. No, I'm good. I'm just relaxed. There's a lot of lights on me and I'm going to feel hot. So you would leave, huh, Deb? I yawned. Yeah. Did I yawn? I'm sorry. I yawned. You wish you looked as tired as me. Oh, man. Everyone would see how crazy you really are. I am crazy, guys. I think I display that a lot. And, I try to show that I have a good amount of crazy. It's always late when I do these. That's what I'm saying. It's the lighting. The lighting's bad. Is the lighting bad? Because this is me testing my live for Sunday when I go live. So is this a bad lighting? I need your guys' opinion. You guys are my family to test on. It's off. Okay. Let's try some things, guys. Let's try this. Give me a second. Okay. How about this is very dry. I look tan. See, I just changed the lighting. Yeah, they're going to be freaky, Randy. This is worse. Exactly. Now watch this. Is that better? Right? The light ring. Yes, it's the light ring. This is better than this. I like this. This adds a little tone to my skin. See this? This is a little bit more tone to my skin, right? I have a different lighting package here. I have gels that go over the light to make it, I can change it. Is this better, guys? I really care. That's the best. That's good. Okay, so this is good. I'm just going to get a tan because the lights are on so high. You're going to see me dripping sweat. No, I'm comfortable. It's fine. It's all good. You look healthy. Well, that's good. I'm glad I look healthy. So we spent 5 minutes on lighting. See, I'm already my unibrow. I've got sweat in my unibrow, and my hair's starting to melt. Tennille, you did. I got a little piece of skin on my lip now. I'm gonna bite my lip. That's a huge improvement. Well, that's good. Okay, Kathy Montalbano is commenting on Patreon. Come on over here, Kathy, please. No unibrow, please. I'll pluck it later, Deb. I promise. I'm really scruffy. I got the. I'm thinking about shaving the beard. Let's weigh in on the beard before I do a video without the beard, and I get more comments about you shaved. I would have talked to God, and instead they will only care about the fact that I shaved my beard. Should the beard leave the beard? Deb says leave the beard. Shave the beard, Steve says. Connie says love the beard. Valerie says shave. Oh my God, it's been a leave it, shave it, leave it, shave it. I'm going to do a poll on Patreon. Should I shave the beard? That's going to be a poll. Crystal says shave. Wow. Wow. It's very interesting. Shave half the beard. See that? I'm so glad that I can rely on Randy to come in with the voice of reason. That's what's up, dude. Half my face it'll be half. Oh my God. Has my daughter, she hasn't. So I have to shave my beard. When I shave, I have to shave it in front of my daughter, in front of Emmy. Steve took a lot of flack when he I know he did, Connie. Isn't that funny? Leave it, Carolyn says. All the men here locals wear a beard, right? So you're used to the beard. Shave for the summer. That's what I'm thinking, Mary. It's getting warm, Crystal, right? I agree, shave. No goatee. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do. Should I just, what if I do this? What if I just do the stash that goes all the way down and I get rid of all of this? I look like a trucker, which is nothing wrong with being a trucker. I'm on the fence. Soul patch. She will be shocked, I know. Shave your chin only. I love your crumb brush. That's good. Josh, did you send my bottle from? I have not yet. I have not, guys. I'm waiting. I was waiting for another one yet. Everyone's getting everything mailed. I promise you. It's been really. I got a lot of things to go over. Car seat. I got to get the car seats out of the car. Kids going. Okay. All right. No problem. We'll pause this whole thing, Danielle. Let's see. Trucker, please. You want to see the trucker, don't you, Deb? Just let add to your. Leave the sides. Shave the chin. And I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to shave the thing off. No trucker. All right. Oh, Lizzie's here. Very good. We've literally spent 8 minutes talking about nonsense, straight nonsense, lighting and my unibrow and my beard. It's been good. You haven't missed much, though. Oh, cool. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra. Beard talk. Lonnie's here. Good. You guys haven't missed much. Don't worry. Wolverine. Now I should try the Wolverine. Do you feel lightheaded when a spirit enters or contacts you? No, I feel some tingling. I feel some tingling energy, but that's about it. My kids didn't see me without a beard until they were over 30. Wow. That's crazy, Randy. That's pretty amazing. I would definitely need to shave it in front of her. That's for sure. All right, let's get into some real stuff. First, let me just welcome Susan Goodell. Susan Goodell. I'm saying it right. And Lori Matthews as new patrons. So welcome. Hold on. There's another beard comment. My dad grows his out and has a red felt baseball hat with a pom-pom. He's had kids do double takes because he looks like Santa. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So welcome Susan and Lori Matthews. So Lori Matthews and Susan Goodell, new patrons. Where did the community page go? Anybody know? It's still there. Oh, is it gone? No, is it gone? Wait a minute. No, it's still there. I can go on my laptop. I can still see it. Community page is there. Okay. Tracy Fitzgerald's here. Very nice. Hey. Oh, Pam Marie. Great. Great to see you. So the new dates are up. I put the new dates up for April. Go to the community page down at the bottom and you will see the new. Kathy is still commenting. I don't think she can get on. Kathy Montalbano can get onto YouTube, but I'm hoping she can. Let me just go to that real quick. I'm just going to read those dates. I have them here, but I rather just read it from the schedule itself. Okay, so real quick, guys, April, Friday the 5th. I'm not seeing the comments right now because new dates. Yes. New dates for April are up, and I'm about to read them to you, to go over them real quick. Friday the 5th, we will do a live Q&A like right now, 11 p.m., same time. Sunday the 7th, this is cool. Sunday the 7th at 10 p.m. at night, this is new. We're going to do in Discord, we're going to do a Life Anonymous meeting. So a Life Anonymous meeting on Sunday the 7th at 10 p.m. in Discord. There will be a room called Life Anonymous, and anyone can come in. Now, I'm going to run the meeting, of course, and we are going to run it like a 12-step meeting, so it's not just going to be everyone having a chance to talk. There's some rules that go along with a meeting like that, and it's not a lot, but it's just so there's structure. And if enough of you come and enjoy it or get enough out of it, then we might do it more often or what. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not putting any expectations on it, but it's a 12-step meeting about emotional recovery, emotional sobriety, about being balanced in life, which none of us really are for the most part, but we all strive and try to attain that kind of balance. And so this is really cool. We need at least 10 or more people to attend in order for it to 12-step. What's it about? Pam asks. Well, okay. So just real quick, I'll just touch on it for a few moments. It's Alcoholics Anonymous. Alcoholics have a meeting to go to. Drug addicts have a meeting. Overeaters have a meeting. Sex addicts have a meeting. Children of alcoholics have a meeting. Loved ones of alcoholics have meetings. They all have a program. And that's what this is. It's really a program for anybody, though. You don't have to be addicted to something. You don't have to have an addiction or a problem of any kind like that. But we all have certain little insanities in our life, things that we don't realize. There's unmanageabilities. Our life in a whole might be manageable, but there's a lot of little points, things that we're striving to let go of fear, embrace love, and it's really a very beautiful thing. But you'll have to hear, if you're new to a 12-step meeting, you've never heard one or been to one, then you might want to just listen in as you're there, and you'll hear how it goes. There's kind of a time limit to how much you can share, as far as 3 to 4 minutes is normally a decent share, and you can share about whatever you want, how you're feeling. But normally there's a topic, there's a little reading and a topic, and that you might want to speak on, but how it pertains to you, how you're feeling in relation to what was just read. So that's it. Should we start reading the LA email book? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If I've sent you the book, hey, Nancy, if I've sent you the book, and if anyone wants the book, message me. I'll send you the book. I need an email address, but it's a book on this program. I have 2 physical meetings a week here where I run them, and about 15 to 20 people show up every meeting, and it was great. It's been going on for 5 years. It's really amazing. So okay, what else on the dates? So that's happening on Sunday the 7th at 10 p.m. and I'll do a post about that. That will be on Discord, so that won't be on video. Friday the 19th, there'll be another live Q&A. Thursday the 25th will be the 4th intuitive class at 3 p.m. Friday the 26th, we're going to do a Discord chat. So no live that night. It will just be Discord. We'll just have a Discord conversation. And then on the 27th, Saturday the 27th, I will do the group session. All right. So those are the dates. It's on the calendar. It's up. Check it out. Well, it does take, in a meeting like that, not everyone can be a listener. We all have to be able to be comfortable enough to share a little bit. If, you don't have to share, but it is nice to have you check in a little bit with kind of how you're doing or whatever. And, whatever you're feeling towards. But, the dates are posted. The dates are posted already. They're up on the page. I don't want you to share. I don't want anyone to share it. This isn't a meeting for anyone outside. This is only for Patreon. So this is not a meeting for public. This is just for patrons. We're doing this, that meeting. Okay. So I read the dates. Okay. The other thing is, let me just jump to this. So the group session, I wanted to talk about the last video I posted. I never really got a chance, I think, to talk to you guys about it. I can't send the big book or the book that I have, the life book, unless you send me an email. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Yeah. I guess I was going to say, send me a message, I guess, again, and then I'll see it. Yeah, it's not for public consumption, right? Yeah. But just send me a message, I guess, because I'm not going to remember from here. But anyway, I wanted to talk about like the last video that I did, the one that I said, the 2 a.m. session I just uploaded. I have the responses written down so we can discuss that briefly. But I do want to talk about the group session because you guys are all understanding about it. So I don't need to go into how, oh, please be patient with me and all that. You guys know I don't work as fast as Steve. I can't. It's a different process for me at times. And I have been busy, but even when I'm busy, or even when I'm not as busy, it still takes me this long to be able to review these sessions. It's interesting because Steve even noticed in his last group session that there was periods of when it was really clear and then it wasn't, and then it would clear up again. I'm noticing that as well with this box, the new box, and in this last session. Like the first 20 minutes of this session was really amazing as I played you a clip. Steve's asking about the group session. Are these comments late? Am I getting these in time? Because I feel like, so there was a lot of responses. Then there's periods where there's no responses for like a few minutes. It's very, it's kind of gappy. But the responses are pretty amazing. Some of them are really easy to hear. Some of them are not. And it's funny because Crystal and I were having a conversation not too long ago about when you watch some of the earlier videos with the portal, the first portal, and even the Wonder Box, the responses are really clear. They're not always as frequent, but they're very clear. But you do get a lot more radio mixed in, or internet radio, or whatever. With this new box, it's almost like in the new mode, there's no response that's not a spirit. So I'm having a hard time hearing some responses and some I'm not, of course. And I did a private session for Susan recently, Susan Moran's, and happy birthday, by the way, Susan. And I tested the old mode. So the mode I was using before I just sent this box back to Steve, and the responses towards the end of that period started to be even less and less, until it felt like they were just like, new box, like get the new box. We're not using this one anymore, like that. And so I'm trying to kind of find the middle, because it's really hard. There's some responses that are really great, and then I'm like, darn, I know that's something. I know that's a response. I know that's a response, but it's too drowned out by reverb, and it is hard to hear. So really just trying to find it. Tracy asked me, she said, what did she say? What is the best method of editing audio? I'm trying to find someone to teach me audio editing. Yeah, Sandra, I understand. I'm trying to do something with trying to help create something that would make it easier for people to do this. I'm not going to go into any much more of that, but Wave, WAV, that's it. Wave file or Wave is a good one, but it's just trial and error, just playing around with it and seeing what, it's like, there's really no shortcut. You just have to kind of throw yourself into it. It's hard to, it's not easy. At first it's not. And then when you get the hang of it, it's no problem. WavePad, that's what I was thinking of, Briar. Thank you, WavePad. Yeah, download WavePad. It's free, and that's pretty good. Audacity's pretty good too, I think. But new isn't always better. Sometimes a step backwards is 2 steps forward. Yeah, I like the old stuff. This new camera I just got it's a Sony. And I was nervous about it, but you know what? I'm grateful because it's got it's pretty much the same camera that I just had that finally kicked the bucket. And I was like, oh, I'm glad that they didn't change too much where I at least know what to do. That's why I don't even want to change from my editing program that I'm on now. Anyway, all right, guys. So the group session is taking a long time. I'm 40 minutes in on an hour-and-a-half session. I've been reviewing it every night, and it takes me so long to just review such a short patch. But there are a lot of responses. People did get some good validation. I'm not going to say who because I don't really think off the top of my head exactly. But I'm working on it as quickly as I can and without rushing, because I rush and I miss tag and I miss responses. And what's the point of doing this to rush to get it out? There's really no rush. I know everyone's anxious or anticipating the session, but you all would rather have it done the right way, reviewed properly multiple times with multiple speakers, and so that I can get the most out of it. I had someone message me one time and they said, I didn't hear a response. Can you check, or did I get a response? And I went back and I listened, and there was nothing tagged. And sure enough, it was I think it was Pam, it might have been, or someone, it was where they said, it's Bruce or something, very clear. And I was like, holy cow. It will turn your beard gray if you stress. Oh, I know. Yeah. It is. This is, I'm not going to say I'm an artist, but I am an artist with certain things, but this is kind of an art. It's a process. It's really a very, it's not something, it's hard to teach. Did you review last week's? I did review last week's DR60 recording, and I did not get much of it. Nothing comfortable enough that I can tag something and put it out there. I will need to go back and listen, but at some point with these messages that I don't get, I have to, you like the portal on my hairline? There's a portal in my hairline. Really? Is there? Anyway, sometimes you just have to let go of those messages. You just kind of have to let go of them, because I have really stressed and obsessed over these messages before that I couldn't get. And, the gray, gotcha. I'm slow. Will you do another DR60 tonight? I might ask one on here, not to add more work to me. Because see, what happens is I record one of these and then I need to listen to it for 30 or 40 minutes before sometimes I can get it. And that's 30 or 40 minutes I should be spending on the group session. So it's tough. Believe me, I want to do a session every night sometimes just for a few moments. And I think about what goes into having to understand the session properly. And it's very it takes so much time. One day there might be a better process into, understanding these. So group session coming, a lot of responses, very strange. Is Michael still there? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine, Steve, really. To be honest, I would believe he is. I don't think he isn't. It sounded like he still was from those messages from the last week's DR60 or whatever that was. It sounds like he's talking in the group session at times. You heard him come through in that last video, that 2 a.m. session. What happened here? Okay, ever thought about checking the workload of transcription? You know, that was something we talked about too. What happened here? Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm seeing other notices here and things. Ever thought about sharing the workload of transcription? Now, that's a very interesting question. I talked to someone else about doing that, and it's very hard to do that. Not that other people won't get them; they will get them. I don't know, but it's really a process and like an art for me to do it. It's like such a weird thing to. It's like, you know, yeah. What happened with that? Let's see. Something happened with someone saying something. I don't know. I think someone got blocked by accident. I don't know what happened. Anyway, Tennille can't hear. Can everyone hear me? I hope you can. Okay. It's a bot? There's a bot? What the heck is going on? Okay. Okay, everyone's saying good here, good here. Then, okay, good. Okay, Crystal, I don't know what's happening with that. Okay. So it is hard. It is hard. I've never, I mean, some of the more obvious stuff, but it is kind of like for my ears at first. I don't know. Others can, put tags on it and what they hear, but this process of doing sessions is so multifaceted that it's hard to say, this is how you do it. I mean, we have a 4-step process Steve and I talked about, but even that, it's like really tough to try to teach this. It's almost just you got to throw yourself in and find out what's right, what's wrong, as far as like how to, it's like just this thing you just got to go through and you'll learn. It's just this evolving process. That's all. I almost wonder if you have a psychic intuition about the recording. That's a great point, Chris. I would say so, because there are times that like I could sit right down and like everything I hear, I listen to, I get. And then I could sit down and go, I'm not getting any of this. And I know I've asked God, Jesus, to help me in those moments and say, hey, can you help me? I need your help deciphering this. And I've gotten it shortly after. Sometimes I don't always do it that exact way, but I think there's a lot of truth to that, Chris. I would say so. Hold on. So let's just talk about these responses real quick. Just so we hear Ed cheats. That's what I hear. Ed cheats. So already we're hearing something about Ed. I don't know. I mean, he must have the ability to pop in and out of many different sessions. Ed cheats, which is indicative of what we've heard about his personality before. Then very clearly, very loud, and this is what I'm talking about. If you go back and listen, you will think that, or you will see what I'm talking about. Some are really clear and some aren't, but it's like Michael was like, Michael, very clear, very loud. I asked, who's been trying to come through? And they say, there are many. And then right after, they say the name Aaron, which is my friend's father that just passed. And I was asking for him that night. So makes sense that he came through really quickly. And I played it for her, and she said it sounded just like his voice, which it sounded like to me because I knew the guy. Then Ed comes through. Then the name Ed comes through again. Clear. Eds are very clear. Then you hear, we're like you. Now, I was asking about, I said, I'm on these ups and downs, these fluctuations of energy. you know, do you guys feel the same or whatever? And they say, we're like you. So they feel that too. That's what I'm getting. They feel that too. They have their fluctuations. Then Jesus wants you. I don't know what that means. Jesus wants you, other than just he must want me. But I mean, he has me as far as I know. But maybe that was an incomplete statement. Then I will leave tonight. In a woman's voice, I don't know who this was. I will leave tonight. I wasn't asking anyone to leave. It sounded not like they were leaving, crossing over. Maybe they were. I asked how many were here. They said 18 spirits, pretty clearly. I took it as a partial message. Connie says, yeah, I would agree. So then I asked how many were there, 18 spirits. This was so cool. I said, are my angels around me or whatever? And, you know, as they say, passing light, you saw that little orb just go right up. I had my arm up here and you saw it just go right up like the screen. Very clear, very cool. That's the kind of stuff I'm excited. And that's why I'm going to try with this black background to see if I can. I mean, Nikki was in here for a moment before, and when she walked by, I saw something. It was just like an orb and it moved, you know? No, even tonight, Crystal, there was a picture Nikki and I took. So something has been showing itself around Nikki. Yeah, the orbs are great. I want to do more with the orbs. And so the passing light through the box while the light is passing doesn't get much better than that. Funny thought, I just saw something. I know. Isn't that funny? I was looking too. That's what I'm hoping. I'm going to turn the light on. So if there is anyone or Michael or any of the approved guides or spirits that would like to, you know, fly by at any point, they are more than welcome to do that. I know it takes energy to do that. So this isn't like a parlor trick I'm asking for, but if you want to, you can. So I'm going to try some more of that. And then let's see. I will say goodnight in that same woman's voice that said, I will leave tonight. So seemed very consistent. Then Adam found the light, which was cool. I had brought him up at one point, and I don't know if I was in the video, me bringing him up, but I had mentioned him. And they said Adam found light. So that was cool because that's a confirmation of the session I did with him trying to help him, where I believe, we did. I asked about Michael, and they said Michael's out of sight. So maybe he was around but out of sight, or maybe he just wasn't around at that moment. I don't know. But we heard him come through in the session. So maybe he just was out of sight. Is Nikki sensitive to energy? Does she feel things around her? Well, she's a psychic too. She's just as much of a psychic. She just doesn't do anything. Nikki doesn't do anything with it anymore right now. She's a mom, and she's happy being a mom, and kind of doesn't, she's taken a real step back from it. And I respect it. At first I was kind of trying to be like, no, come, do this and come back. And she worked for California Psychics, as I did for a good while. And we did a lot of readings for them, for people over the phone. And she got burnt out. And I did get burnt out too, but I had to work through that because I didn't want to stop doing what I do, which I love. But it takes a lot of practice and discipline and grounding and different exercises that I'm teaching in the intuitive class to do to stay balanced, which I'm never fully balanced. It's not even close. So anyway, Adam found the light. Michael's out of sight. Then we hear Ed again. Too bad it doesn't work. That was the phone. So the phone rings and I said something, so I'm turning the box off and I said, too bad it doesn't work. I said, I heard a phone, and they said that, and I think that's what it was. Then we see another orb, and then we see the orb, and I thought it was just coming out of my head, but I could see it kind of like it came from over here, but it was flying by my head, as most of them do. Then let's see. The DR60 message, I was asking Michael for something, and I always thought Nikki was more sensitive than you. No offense. I think she is. No offense taken, Randy. I told you guys the story. This was an early patron story that I told you, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but when we went out with Connie, Nikki was very skeptical about certain things and whatever. And it was Connie that told Nikki, hey, you're going to be channeling soon. And Nikki was in disbelief. And she said, in about a month and a half, you'll get your gift. And a month and a half or so came, 2 months almost. And then Nikki, one night, Christmas Eve or whatever, she felt something different and she knew she was in a different place. I do have 2 kids. Yes, Chris, 2 girls. And she was channeling, and it was before me as far as what I was doing. And I would just work with her. And then one night I got a vision of Nikki's spirit guide, and I described it. And she goes, "That's exactly what I get as my spirit guide, is what she looks like." And that's what she said. And then Nikki channeled. She goes, "Yes, Josh, you're going to get the gift now. You're going to be able to channel." And so Nikki's always had that very natural intuitive ability. I've had to work very hard at it. It's there, but I've had to work hard because maybe I had more disbelief at times with things. So they're going to be strong. Yeah, no, they are. I believe they are. I mean, my last child was just born on Halloween, which was funny. So the intuitive sessions, is it possible we may be able to discover our gifts? I'm understanding something I'm not very enthused about right now. Kind of makes me want to isolate myself again. Well, I mean, hopefully you don't isolate yourself. Yeah, I mean, join the intuitive class. They're all there, the videos, and we're working on the 4th one. I always forget who this is. This is Rita. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Rita. Hey, Rita. Am I missing something here? Hold on. So yes, Nikki is more almost intuitive. Now, she hasn't done any work on it in a while, and I would say she would need to do that. But it's always there. You don't lose it. You just kind of some have to work harder for it. So anyway, the DR60 message said something about it doesn't matter. They'll help you. Like no matter what the fluctuations are, maybe he's saying they'll help you. The spirit guides and angels will help you. And good night, Joshua, very clearly. And that was really cool. That was really cool. So I thought it was a really great session, and it was like the only one I was able to do for me to kind of do a session in a while, or in like 2 weeks. And I wish I could do more, but I've got to edit, the responsibilities and what I have here. And with, I mean, it took me 3 weeks to get a YouTube video out. That's just crazy, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I've really I have these periods, and I'm just being dead ass honest with you guys. I have these periods where, oh, hey, Tino, you're back. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. I have these periods where I have to accept. It's not even accept. Yeah, it's kind of an accept, but it's like, I get frustrated. I get briefly frustrated kind of when I see other videos blowing up and it's about stupid stuff and it's about, Dybbuk boxes and other things like that, and demons and attacks and something flew across the room or whatever. I get, I'm like, I wish more people could see what we're doing here. And then I have to remember that that's not my job. Like it's not, and I could play that game, I could, try to sensationalize these videos more, but that's just not what I'm about. Now, I will push the envelope sometimes. I'll do a Tentacion video. I'll do things like that. I will go into a haunted place, and if there's something nasty, I will deal with it, and I will tag a video, demon says something or whatever. But it's because it's real. It's because something is going on. No, I will do whatever I have to do as far as investigating things. That's what I'm saying. But I just can't sensationalize stuff just for clicks. So anyway, whatever, just kind of sharing those inner thoughts with you guys. Oh, Ashley, hey, the best is always a sleeper. Yeah. They seem to call him Josh and Joshua. Yeah, I've gotten both, right? Yeah, I've gotten both names they call me. So anyway, that's it. That's what's going on there. And I think that session was pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to. I did a private session, like I said, for Susan, and I think that we got some really amazing responses in that as well. And that was right before the group session. and I'm trying to kind of edit both at the same time, but it's not working out. So I just need to stick with one. But Susan's pretty patient too. So I'm going live on Sunday for the first time on YouTube. That's pretty cool. I've never done that. I think doing them with you guys so much has been cool because it's kind of gotten me, more comfortable with going live. So as many of you that would like to join, that would be nice. And we'll see. We'll do a Q&A. We'll see what comes up. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can and address anything. I mean, I'm not going to deal with, it could be a nightmare. That's what I was thinking, Connie. You're absolutely right. And you will witness a nightmare if that's what it will be. So I already had someone thumbs down it already. So we'll see what happens. Crystal's a mod for me, and she's going to kind of help. Have you ever heard of the Raksha tree? It produces seeds that are on rare occasions have 14 sections. No, I need to look that up. Let me check that out. Please send me a link or anything on that, Lizzie, if you get a chance. No, people go live on YouTube often. He will do great. Oh, I think I'll do fine. I'm just saying we'll see, who comes on there most of the people want to come on and be great and ask questions, and it'll be fine. You may get a couple of trolls on there that will be nasty, and Crystal, you see them, you hide them, block them, whatever it is. I mean, if someone's being respectful and disagreeing with me, I want that. I mean, I don't want that, but I'm saying I don't mind that. That's good. That's fine. If they're being, dickheads about it, then naturally I don't want them to taint this whole thing, to ruin it. Will there be well, thank you. Thank you, Pam. You may need more mods. Yeah. Well, if I get bombarded, I mean, geez, just take it light at first. Rita, what time? Sunday at 10. Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. What good is a thumbs down? It just rates it, but they're just letting you know that someone's out there that doesn't like you. They don't like the video. That's all. I got a message from a spirit that said, Patron Pamela Connie is at her house. Why would I get that message? I don't know. We'll post something on community page. Oh, good. Yeah, please. Very good, Lizzie. I want to add it to the discoveries of the life piece if it's something that, didn't you do that on Paranormal Soup? I did. I don't know if I'm turning the box on. I'm just going to do a Q&A. I might maybe ask one question at the end with the DR60, but I'm not going to go sit on for 45 minutes and run the box. I might as well just drain every bit of energy out of me. Didn't you? Yeah. No, I'm not. So I'm not doing it like that. What time you'll need us? Just 10 o'clock Eastern. Yeah. Sandra, you said you were blocked. I don't know what happened with that. So hopefully you aren't blocked anymore because you're not, because you're talking. I don't know what happened. Crystal didn't do that. So that was weird. Trolls don't stick around if it's not tolerated. Right. Debate is healthy. It's how you make believers. No, absolutely. That's why I don't shy away from any of it. That's why I'm all about being openly investigated or looked at with what I do. I love doing it public because I have no problem with it. Whatever comes through is supposed to come through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't control that. So it's not nothing I can do about it. I'll be there for you. Thank you, Pam. You're an honest, genuine. Oh, thank you. I'm always just being myself. Let's see. Wow, Pam. She and I were talking for several hours the other day. Oh, wow. So Carolyn or whatever, I think that's who that was, got that for you. That's interesting. Sometimes you have to disconnect and retest it. Oh, okay. You're talking about retesting. Okay. So, all right. Well, what else should we talk about? Like I said, I might ask a question at the end. I don't really have anything else to talk about tonight. That was really about it. After this, I'm going to jump on, or I'll jump on in about 10 minutes after this, Discord. So if anyone wants to go on to Discord and just chat for a few minutes as well, I'm not going to stay on long. I'm just going to pop on for a few minutes and kind of like the after live, because Discord's cool. And I found that a lot of you are using it to communicate and talk to each other. And, there's been a lot of you that have been, doing that. And that's cool. You guys are using the chat in it. And if you haven't already done so, try to get on there and try to check it out, because it's worth it. And I'm going to try to keep on incorporating Discord when I can, because it's nice that we get to use, our voices and hear each other. That was weird. I don't know. Sorry. So what else? Kind of out of topics here. I don't really know. You guys have anything else you want to discuss? Is that an app? Yeah, that's an app, Rita. It's on, you can download it for free, Discord. And then we're under Hope Family, and you could find us. And I even posted the link. I might have to post the Discord on the front page too. Yeah, text me or email me, Crystal, like our link again, so that I can post that on the front page of the community, or of the overview page. Josh, years ago, I was at my brother's home with my kids and woke up and looked up and there were angels covering the ceiling. What does that mean? I mean, that means you're blessed, Deb. I mean, I wish I woke up and saw that. I would have. I mean, I have felt things, and I get little bits and pieces of seeing. I've seen a lot of great stuff in my mind psychically, but I've never seen that like that or anything like that. So, I mean, that's a huge blessing. Josh, you would have loved the cemetery I visited. Yeah, you were saying that, Lizzie. It covers 10 acres and took me over an hour to walk around. I would have loved to have, definitely. I need some new locations to go to. I really do. I wasn't afraid. I wouldn't be if you were seeing that. It's one thing to see a spirit somewhere, but when you're in the presence of angelic or divine energy, that's a beautiful, unmistakable feeling. And to see it is one thing. That's another. How do you communicate with God? Well, I mean, shortly after getting my ability, I started reaching out and talking to Jesus, and I get communication back, sometimes clearer than others. Normally when I do a reading, it's pretty amazingly clear. When I talk to him just about myself, if I'm in a non-judgmental mood and I'm just kind of letting it flow, letting him talk, I can get some of the best things I've ever heard myself. And it's just, I know it's not coming from me. He's talking to me, and I trust it. And there's other times that I just don't trust the communication because I'm either too emotional about something. That doesn't mean I'm upset, but it could be either way. It could be too excited, want something too much, don't want something too much. So sometimes those kinds of emotions can get in the way of accuracy or trusting the ability. But communication with God is just initially really just talking from the heart to him and just talking to him about how you feel like you would with a friend, and then trying to sit in meditation for a little bit and connecting in a quiet and quieting your mind. And that stillness is where you'll start to feel more of him. The link she needs, hold on, let me see if I can put it on here. Okay, the whole ceiling was covered. That's incredible, Deb. That's amazing. Have you crossed over any recent spirits and cemeteries, Josh? Lots of orbs follow you there. I have not been to the cemetery in a while. No, I have not. No. We are confused. No cats or squeaky chairs. That's because I've done my job properly, Randy. You hear that? You hear nothing. That's right. Yeah, I have to find it again because my dumb iPhone apps are a pain, but I will figure it out. Yes, Crystal, I see spirits daily. Only an angel once. Yeah, the angel stuff's more. That's more rare. Where is the kid? Isn't it Friday night without? Yeah, they're in the hallway. Oh, there's the Discord. Yeah, I need to, but I'm gonna lose that. You need to send me a message if you can, or an email, so I can just post it on the page. Have you? Okay, you asked me that. Okay, Dana, no, I have not done a cemetery. I do need to do one. I'm gonna go to an island on my boat soon. I think there's the island I go to with my family. This little deserted island. There was a hotel there and it burnt down. And this guy had some kind of elixir that he used to sell, made a lot of money from Palm Beach or from up north, but came to Palm Beach. This little pawpaw elixir, it's called. It's like fermented papaya or something, but it had something else in it. And everyone was buying this stuff, but the thing burnt down, and I want to go investigate it. I just wonder about things I've read where God is always there, but he says we don't hear him. Well, he is always there. We are him. We are all our own little personalities, but we are connected to God. We are God experiencing this universe. So, every religion has their own understanding of it, but just for instance, like Catholics or whatever we have, or Christians, they would that there's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is inside of us, and that's like what we are. That's the God spark in us, and so we always have the phone to God. We always have him with us. Now, times Jesus has said to me, think of me outside of the body, think of me there with you physically outside the body, and that would manifest him into my reality even more. It's like letting God out. Instead of letting God in, we're letting God out. We need to let God out more. So then the other spirits comment about seeing him. Talking from the heart is my conversation with God. That's the best way to do it. I went to a Native American cemetery and got drawn to the back and have to check EVP still. Oh yeah. Beware that Discord is a trip. It is a trip. Discord is a lot of but we're getting it down. It's getting good. Have to listen. That's right. No one is more special, so we all have the same abilities. We just have to develop them. Some are more open than others. That's all. STD does have a lot of Art Bell. Until he gave a response, then I found that he died. Right. Yeah, but with the new mode that I have on my box, it really cuts away all of that. But it does make it harder to hear the responses. I thought it was looping radio stuff. Yeah, St. Thomas is loaded with olds. Oh my God, I can't even imagine, Connie. I'd love to do a session where you're at. That how long of a boat ride? It's not that long. It's just right in the intercoastal. I just normally take the whole family over there, and we pitch a little tent for the day, and no one goes over there. I don't know why. Hold on, I'm missing something here. Second time Angel was shown, my children were in my car and got a flat tire, and man stopped, got out to walk towards us. I got out of my car and suddenly the man ran. Angel 7 foot tall. Wow. That's pretty amazing. That's some pretty crazy stuff there, Deb. That's awesome. Those are real experiences you can hold on to. Do you think our guides get recharged when our group meets? Yeah, well, I mean, when we're meeting, there is a light exchange. There's a connection. As I said, that it got brighter. Like, I mean, we're two or more, he is there in a like a manifested way, So I mean, that's why meetings, I always leave the meetings when I go to these meetings and I feel great. I feel amazing when I leave because there was a lot of light being sent down at that time. Okay, Ashley, thank you for coming. I'm sorry you're freezing in the computer. I envision Jesus when I meditate. That's the best. That's the best you can do, Pam. Your brother saw that happening, huh? That's crazy. That's really cool. Right. No one is denied of this, right? Hey, Allison. Yes, glad you're here. I've been doing Uber and I've been extremely busy working, so I've been MIA. I've missed you guys. Hey, yeah, I missed you, Allison. Thought about you the other day. Was hoping you were doing all right. No, I know it's hard to share this work with people, Deb, because people think you're nuts. Do you still enjoy ghost hunting? No, not really. No, Chris. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's more about communication and connection, understanding more, real connection, being of service in some way. I can't always cross spirit over every time, but or I don't always focus on that. But you're asking really great questions, Chris, by the way. And everyone does, but I mean, those are very good questions. And, it's hard for me to just go stand around for hours and keep asking who's there, how many are here. I'm going to ask those initial questions in a session always, on some level, but, if going ghost hunting means I'm going to help a spirit cross over, then yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I do. But when some of these other groups that ask us to go, sometimes I feel bad because I'm just kind of like, I don't want to stand around and smoke cigarettes and, whatever for hours and just talk about, I don't know. I'm not trying to put them down. I want to keep going to the next level. I want to keep moving up in my communication. How do you meet guide during a session? You ask for them. You ask for them and you keep on focusing and asking for them. Wow, that's crazy. Someone asked if you were a tinker and you said you have a brother-in-law and his wife work at tinker. That's interesting. I heard it takes 700 years for a bird to fly from an angel's ears to the angel's hand. That's a pretty amazing statement. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty interesting. Sounds cool, Ashley. I'm a Native American registered with the Cherokee Nation. Okay, you guys are all right. Moldavite is such a powerful stone or whatever it is. It was a liquid when it came down, rained down, I think only in Czech or like, I don't know where. It's over there somewhere like in the Czech Republic. I don't know exactly, but Moldavite is really awesome and it is very powerful. Do people call on you to rid their house? I used to do a lot more residential. I don't do as many anymore. I'm busy with working with the patrons, with you guys, and doing the channel. So it's just, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And sometimes you have to kind of judge. You can only do so much. So you have to see where you can put your energy. You were doing great work, Josh. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That may have been a little. I don't know what you're talking about, Crystal. Randy says, my son is slightly skeptical, calls on me when something strange happens at his house. I bet. That's funny. Hey, Josh, okay, you already, I'm reading the same stuff again. Okay, hold on. I wonder if there's spirits in the hotel I'm in tonight. I don't know what. Oh, you were talking about the ghost hunting? Is that what my answer was too forward? Is that, I don't know. What is the best thing to say when you use white sage to cleanse a house? I personally just call on Jesus. I'm like, in the name of Jesus Christ, I cleanse all residual energy, all negative energy out of my house. It must leave and it's gone. And it's not always because it's a negative entity. It just could be residual energy, just moving it out. There's a direction. I think it's like clockwise is getting it out. Counterclockwise is like allowing, good energy to come back in. Say bye. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, guys. So we're getting close here to the hour. I know. TikTok, Randy. I was saying what I felt about ghost hunting. Gotcha. Kind of. I kind of understand. I don't know. All right. Well, let's see. Let's ask a question. If there's a question, maybe you guys are going to pepper me with a bunch of them, but something simple, maybe. I don't know. Asking the open message sometimes is, and I'll ask, but I'm only going to do 2 little recordings. That's it. So, what do we think? Should we add? What should we ask? Yeah, your mouth is closed, Crystal. I get it. Can you ask something about orbs? Save your energy. I'll just do 1. It's fine. If it's too much and I stop. If I'm not getting anything, then no big deal. Are the patrons on the right path? Spirits believe in crystals and healing stones. I've asked that question, Lizzie, and they said it recharges us. So it helps them, but it helps us, though, more than anything. Can spirits touch or feel us physically? That's good. What is in your surroundings where you are? Ask about others listening to videos, tagging. Oh, that's a tough question, Connie. All right, let me just ask this. Rita, you're out? You're gone? Can spirits see the future? That's a good question. All right, I'm going to ask 2 questions. Who's here with me and can spirits see the future? All right, here we go. So I'm here with the patrons and I'm asking for any of my approved guides or spirits. Michael, if he's here, can I ask who is here with me right now?
I'm here with the patrons and I'm asking for any of my approved guides or spirits. Michael, if he's here, can I ask who is here with me right now?
That was hard to hear.
I'm here with the patrons and I'm asking for any of my approved guides or spirits. Michael, if he's here, can I ask who is here with me right now?
It's something. Michael, Josh, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's ask the other question. Let's ask. Thank you for that answer. One of the patrons would like to ask a question. Let me start that over. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I kind of heard Michael. I thought I did, but it's kind of hard to say. One of the patrons would like to ask the question, can spirits see the future? Thank you. We love you and good night. Okay.
One of the patrons would like to ask the question, can spirits see the future? Thank you. We love you and good night.
It did sound like Michael in the beginning, Allison.
One of the patrons would like to ask the question, can spirit see the future? Thank you. We love you and good night.
All right. Thank you to the guides. Thank you to Michael if he's here, which I think it sounded like that. All right. Well, let's say a prayer. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Oh, Heavenly Father, I thank you for yet again another beautiful night with all these wonderful people, all their energies from all over the world, bringing us together for a higher purpose of trying to elevate ourselves through light, through sharing light, through your word, through more of an understanding. And I thank you for all of our guides, all of our angels that are in our lives, that are here with us watching this too. You know, we're all part of it in this realm and in the next. And we're all connected. We pray now for any patron inside, outside of this feed, the stream, that is in pain, that needs some kind of help, physical or spiritual or emotional pain. Please, Father, we trust that you will bring some kind of healing to them. What will be, and the way it will the way it's supposed to be. And that's it, Lord. Really, there's nothing. We just want to thank you for all the beautiful things that you provide us with, even the hardships, as it's part of the lesson, part of the journey. Thank you, Father. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right. I'm going to pop on Discord here briefly in a few minutes. So if you guys want to pop over there, and I don't have anything to really run over there or say anything, it'll just be a brief chat, and you guys can stay on as long as you'd like. All right. I love you all. Thank you. And we'll talk on Discord, whoever decides to pop over there. All right, guys.